Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and I just put a new battery in my e-trike. And anytime I get a new battery, I break it in by charging it all the way up before I use it, and then making sure that I discharge it all the way. You know what? I got to stop and turn off these hearing aids because the breeze about deafens me when it hits my hearing aids. So, just so you know, I'm old. Anyway, so that's what we're doing today. Is I've got the battery. There's the dogs that always bark at me. The battery is discharged considerably, and so we're going to go discharge it as far down as we can. In these, it's a 48 volt battery that they use in most of these e-trikes and e-bikes, and the controller in the bike or the trike automatically turns everything off when it gets down to 40 volts. If you've watched if you've been following my channel, you know I've got some videos on what to expect when your battery gets down to 40 volts. And so maybe if I can remember, I'll put a link to one of those videos, and you can see what I discovered when I was experimenting. Looks like we got no cars coming, and we're going to go on a different route than I usually go on my exercise ride. And we're going to put it in pedal assist 5 because that's going to make it use up more current. Pedal assist 5 can use, I think it uses up to 18 amps of current, and so it uses up the battery pretty fast compared to going pedal assist 2, which only uses 4 amps maximum. And so we don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be because they do get kind of boring, you know. So we're just going to go, and then we're going to go into a little different area that I've not ridden in and made videos with before. Hi, Andy. Just a minute, I got to stop and see my friend. You guys headed out?
Yeah, I just want to say hi, my man. Yeah, I gotta go to the doctor. MRI.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. So
all right. Well, I'll be praying for you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
And that's today at 3?
Pardon? Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
right around that time.
Okay, well, you better get going. Don't let me slow you down.
No.
Yeah.
We're a little, my wife wants to stop at Goodwill and something that she bought she can return.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing good, huh? You're out there getting a good sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, my
Okay. Well, I'll see you later.
What is this, my man?
That's my camera. You're getting recorded right now. You're going to be on YouTube.
I forgot. My man is talented. Gotta watch it. Yeah. Okay. God bless you. Say hi to Beth. I'm looking forward to going over and seeing both of you. You know, in your little,
Okay.
cubby hole.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I tell you what, it's.
Okay. Yeah, you need to get out of the house once in a while.
Oh,
that's what I'm doing.
All right. Amen.
Okay. God bless you.
Okay. Thank you.
And that was my friend Andy. He's a year older than me. So if you know how old I am, then you'll know how old he is. So this can be a dangerous street, so we have to stop and make sure that we're okay. All right, so anyway, in my last video, I wanted to make it more sharp, And because my son said that my videos weren't as sharp as the other guys when I use 360 camera, and so just a second here. And so I decided I'd do what I could to make mine more sharp. So anyway, hello, howdy.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. I'm making a YouTube video. You want to be on YouTube? Anyway, so one of the things that I didn't understand, and you know, way back, long time ago, when I got into computers, one of the things that I wanted to do was just learn as much as I could. And but as time went by, everything was going fine on my videos. I didn't really have a reason to learn any more. A little more interesting than my normal ride. So anyway, when it came along to videos and the bit rate, I didn't have any idea what that was, and to be honest with you, I didn't really care to know, but I just didn't bother to look it up. And so as it turned out, I didn't learn anything about it. Well, it's very important to getting sharp videos. And so I'm going to try to turn in here and go through this construction traffic. Without getting in trouble. Yeah, we're good here. Anyway, so you're okay. You go ahead. You got something. All right. Thank you.
Sorry.
All right. Anyway, so so I didn't study bit rate. Well, bit rate, first of all, I know what a bit is. Back when I was just getting into computers, for instance, the IBM PC that you used at home, it had, the way it ran, it was using bytes. You know what a byte is? Like a megabyte and a kilobyte, things like that. Well, back then, 1 byte contained 8 bits, and a bit was just a switch that is either on or off. And so you have to be a computer program and understand a lot more than what I have time to explain. And I'm not even an expert on it, but trying to maneuver around here a little bit. And so now the computers nowadays is pretty standard, is to have 64 bits in a byte. And some of them even have 128, as I understand it. Okay, but my old computer is 64. So, excuse me. And so when the bit rate is set on a video you're recording, if you set the bit rate high, because the bit rate is a bit in the bit rate is 1,000. It's one. Let me see. 1 kilobits. Okay. 1 kilobyte. We'll just say 1 kilobyte. That's what it is. So it's 1,000. So if your bit rate is set to 1, then every second it'll put, when you're recording the video or editing, it'll put 1,000 pieces of information about that video onto the wherever you're saving it to. Okay, and so if if your bit rate is set to 10, then it will add 10,000 pieces of information to whatever you're recording for that video. And of course, 10,000 is going to give you a sharper picture than 1,000. Well, as it turns out, the editor that I'm using for the, now we're getting over to my normal, it's called the dog bone that I take every day, but it's got some hills in it and stuff. So anyway, so it was set to 24, so it would put 24,000 bits of information in the video every second. Okay, every a second. You know, that's like 1,001, 1,002. Hello. And so, a little stop sign there. So that was 24,000 every second. Well, the the videos, they are set up to get a good video. You have to have more than that. So I thought, okay, because I studied up on it, and so I thought, all right, I'm going to crank mine up to twice as much, to 40 bits, the bit rate of 40, which puts 40,000 bytes of information into the that per second into the video, which brings better quality. So I did that, and then also the Insta360 editor that is free. It's a free download. It records this video that I'm recording right now. It records it at 5.7 K. In other words, that's like 4K. Well, this is recording at 5.7 K. So that gives you much more resolution. Well, so I was taking these videos, and to make it easier on my editor, which is an old editor, not very powerful, I would just put everything into 4K, which I thought, well, you know, that's good. Everybody likes 4K. But then on the last video that I worked on, in order to make it sharper, I left it at 5.7K all the way through, and I raised the bit rate. And so people are making comments on it that it is sharper, and my son hasn't looked at it yet, but he will, because he likes to look at my videos, I think. Anyway, or he just does it out of courtesy to his dad. Anyway, so that made the video much sharper. In fact, I noticed it also just on my little computer screen. It's like when the spokes are turning, it makes them look like they're standing still, which that didn't used to happen. So anyway, so that's why the last video was sharp, more sharp, and this video is going to be even more sharp, because I'm going to increase the bit rate just a little bit up to 50. And the problem is, if I raise the bit rate up to like 70, which is a good bit rate, the file gets so big that it takes me forever to work on it with my slow computer, and sometimes it even locks up my slow computer. And so I'm going to stay with 50 this time, and we'll see how long it takes me to render it and all that kind of stuff. In the last video, it was I think it was a 16-minute video, but it rendered in about an hour. So, you know, I I can do something while it's rendering, and that's what I usually do. And so it rendered in about an hour, and then it takes it a couple hours to upload to YouTube. So I was trying to save myself time at that end. And when you do that, then it's at the expense of good quality video. So this video, I'm going to make it look as sharp as I can. And if you look at the spokes, it should look like they're standing still or barely moving. Whereas on my old videos, that wasn't the case. So that's my story on the good quality video that I put out finally. We've got to come to a little bit of stop here. This is a 4-way stop. And well, let's see, what else is there I can tell you? I'm just trying to fill the space while we're riding along. I can when I first got into computers, and I can't remember what year it was, but it was way over 25 years ago. And like I said, a byte consisted of 8 bits. And my IBM computer, the first one that came out, a guy gave it to me because he was going to a better computer. So, and I had used a Commodore before that, if you ever heard of a Commodore. And so he gave me this computer, and it had 2 drives. And each drive you put in a 5-inch or 6-inch, I can't remember, a floppy disk. And they were a disk in a little envelope that you slide in, and then it had an A drive and a B drive. Now, we don't have A drives and B drives anymore that I know of, because the A drive you would put, before you turn the computer on, you would put your operating system disk into the A drive, and then you would turn the computer on, and it would look on the A drive to find a operating system. Looks like we're coming to another 4-way stop here. And so once it got the operating, we're pulsing. You know what that means? That means that our battery died before we got home. Yeah, that's, I don't know if you noticed, we were pulsing. So I suppose I could pedal, or let's see what we got back here. Oh yeah, got another battery. So what I'll do is I'll put that battery there, take up my battery remover. They always jam in there nice and tight. Get my keys out. Turn this, pry up on that. Get that battery out of there and put this back where it belongs. Come on, get in there. It's going to stay just like that. It'll be fine. All right, so we'll pull this battery out. And by the way, if I was to be at home and this battery was this warm, I would not put it on charge. I would let it cool down. And then, and by the way, I'll get up close here. Come around this side. On these batteries from electric e-bikes, if you don't push that button, and I don't know if you noticed, but the green lights come on after you charge the battery. If you don't push that button, your bike's gonna think it doesn't have a battery. So that activates something in the system, and then your bike will run. So we'll put this here, slide it into place, make sure it's going to turn on. Oh boy, it does turn on. Okay, that's good news, because if I brought a dead battery, you and me would be in trouble. All right, let's get this up around here, down through there. All right, I have to blow my nose, I'm sorry to say. All right, that's taken care of. I'm like my dad in a lot of ways, because let's see what that says. Oh, I've got 900 miles on this trike. 905 miles. How about that? Okay, so I was running in pedal assist 5. We'll go home in pedal assist 3, and that'll get us home just fine. So here we go. I think. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. You might want to just forget about the rest of the ride. And I'm okay now, so I'll just go ahead and close the video here instead of boring you on the ride home. So I just want to say thank you for watching my videos, and God bless.